Hello everyone, my name is Ark and welcome back to another SH MonsterArts review. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the one and only Godzilla -1, the 2025 reissue. This guy just came out last month in January, very late into the month of January, but he is finally here at my disposal. I did miss out on the original release back in 2023, but I'm happy that I finally have him, because I was not going to pay $250 for one, and also because I didn't want to gamble on getting a bad copy. But now I'm gambling and getting a bad copy for a cheaper price. Let's go. So, I've been hearing a couple of good things, bad things, so-and-so things with this reissue. Not really the most appealing reissue from what I've heard. So, without further ado, let's just take this guy out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Godzilla -1. And I don't know what to think about this so far. I've taken a look at him a little bit, just here and there, see how he works in terms of articulation. Aesthetic-wise, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bland. The dry brushing that they used for the main body, not the tail, is okay. I think the brown brushing that they did is pretty good. It's definitely inconsistent, but at the same time, it's like fine. The scar is gray. I don't know why. I don't know why the scar from the movie is gray. It's definitely more palish, but it's not gray. Interesting. I don't know. Something that I had noticed, I don't know if I don't have any more, but I noticed that there were some paintbrush hairs inside of the figure. So I was moving his neck around. There was one little paintbrush hair inside of here, and it definitely had the same color as the dry brushing. It was dry, it wasn't wet, it wasn't any of that. So it definitely was left there while doing it. So now I know that someone actually painted this. They didn't do a terrible job. I actually do like it a lot. I think he looks great. Like, it's a great looking Godzilla figure, not gonna lie. It's one of the only Godzilla -1 poseable figures besides Super 7, and then even then Super 7 kind of did a worse job than Tamashii from what I heard. I don't know, you might have to fact check me on that. It's just, again, the inconsistencies. The sculpt is not the same for the whole entire body. Like, the legs are different, slightly different. The arms are slightly different, which is good. I don't think it's that big of an issue. Yeah, I'll get into the articulation in just a second. The nails are a little bit different on each of the sides. This guy doesn't come with anything else, right? Yeah, he doesn't come with anything else. I forgot about that. Yeah, no accessories. Okay, makes... interesting. But yeah, this guy has a little bit of inconsistent painting, especially with the nails. Just getting a little bit closer to look. You can see how the right hand is a little bit better painted. Well, more paint applied onto it than the left hand, of course. The nails definitely showcase that. There's no paint whatsoever underneath the tail or on the tail, which is definitely weird to think about, because it's like it just stops at a certain point. It's an annoying thing. Don't know why they keep doing that. Like, just paint the rest of the tail so it looks like the actual figure. Granted, there's like no paint whatsoever underneath the feet, which is fine. It's underneath the feet. You're not going to really see that. But again, there's also no paint whatsoever underneath the calves. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely a really aesthetically pleasing figure to an extent. The eyes. Mine has derpy eyes. As you can see, this one over here, if you can see it, is looking to the side, and this one is looking straight forward. The left, oh my god. The left eye is looking straight forward, and then the right eye is looking to the side. So yeah, the teeth are actually not that bad. they're actually pretty decently painted, so that's good. Articulation. I'd never held a Godzilla like this before. Well, it's a very similar Godzilla. Starting off with the tail, pretty good articulation with the tail. Haven't had any issues with joints popping out besides this section. Like, more of the bigger sections seem to be connected better, which is good. This one, on the other hand, has a slight issue, which is not bad, because the smaller joints can actually just rotate more too. But that's a pretty good curvature, not terrible. Going down, of course, you can probably get it down lower. Let's see. Don't want to break this figure. It's okay. Pretty decent curvature. I don't know if yeah, it's just getting about that much. Oh, no, never mind. It's getting more. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. You can probably get the poster pose going with this guy. And that's what I heard a lot. It's like you can get the poster pose with him kind of like curled up if you wanted to. And then going up, a little bit of an issue, but not too bad either. Again, you just have to kind of work it a little bit, not too much. Again, just be careful with this figure. You don't want to break your $100 plus toy, of course. But yeah, he looks amazing in terms of articulation for tail. Looking up, that happens. That's one of my bigger issues with this figure, is that the head pops off quite easily. But I might... There you go. So he can move up about that far, at least from what I can tell. And then looking down, about this far. So he has like no range on the actual head whatsoever. He can look side to side a little bit. And then the mouth can open and close. That is a pretty good hinge on the jaw. Pretty good. Arms, he can almost get him T-posing. He can't extend his elbows, which is fine. No issue there. But actually not bad on articulation. He does have a semi-bicep swivel, but you can definitely rotate him 360 degrees maybe. No, I'm getting stopped by one of the pieces of the actual figure. Torso. You can get it tucked in and move down a little bit. About that far, you're going to get really big gap on there. And then about no articulation going upwards, unfortunately. This guy can spread though. Oh my, you can get your Godzilla spreading. So, kicking forward, pretty good. Pretty decent for a Godzilla figure. Kicking backwards, pretty decent. Knee joint, if you can technically call it that, it's almost non-existent. Foot joint, almost non-existent either. You can go forward about this far, backwards about that far. He has articulated toes, which work pretty well, and they're also painted differently for each side. But yeah, this guy works fine overall. I don't have that many big issues with him. He is definitely a figure to have. Am I saying that it's bad? No, absolutely not. So this is going to lead right into my final thoughts, because there is no accessories for this figure, which definitely sucks. Absolutely one of the worst things about this figure. No accessories. Even hands. Like, just give us fists. Come on. I'm perplexed about this figure. I was excited about him, but I knew what I was getting myself into, especially when I purchased him, because of all the bad things I heard about the original release. I don't have the original release, so I don't know how to compare it to that one. You're probably better off watching other reviews that did have the original release and are also getting this one just to compare it. But in my opinion, it's not a terrible figure. It looks like Godzilla -1. The face is a little bit to be desired for. The paint job is definitely going to differ between each figure. I didn't talk about it, but the dorsal plates are painted decently. I saw some of the reissue. Oh. No. What? Wait, no. Wait. Give me a second. Where is that one? Okay, no. I thought one of the dorsal plates was chipped, but no, that's how it's supposed to look. No, yeah, this figure is fine. I don't think it's a bigger issue. Overall, I'm gonna give this figure a 7 out of 10. And the only reason I'm saying this is because this figure is gonna sell out. The first figure did, and now it's like an insane aftermarket price. So you're better off just paying $140 right now retail price on Big Bad Toy Store than paying $200 and gambling for a really good copy. Pretty much. Yeah, besides that, I don't have much else to say. Let me know what you guys think. This video was weird, for sure. It's been a while since I've done a Godzilla video, so I'm kind of like out of the loop with it, so I apologize about that. But yeah, it's a good figure. I don't mind it. But a 7 out of 10, I think it's fair. Yeah. Besides that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.